So this is a saddle that I've bought from, it's not one of ours, one of mine that I sell. It's another brand, which I won't share with you at the moment. And I'm just going to go through a couple of things to look for when you're looking at a new saddle or you're buying a second hand. So this has come directly from the manufacturer, brand spanking new. I've just unpacked it from the box. And the first thing that I would look for with a second-hand saddle for sure would be to just check that the tree is sound. So you can do that by, it's quite tricky to show you, but just pulling it against you to make sure that there's no breaks along here. Check that the head plate's intact by just squeezing it together either side, and check that it's not twisted. Older wooden trees can have any of those three things, and at that point it's a case of replace the tree or throw it in the bin. So don't buy a saddle with any of those issues. Okay, so next I'm looking at symmetry. This one, the tree is intact, it's just brand new. You can see the symmetry on here, so we look at some defining points. So you can see the heads of these nails look odd, and they meet at different places. The D-rings are in different places. The skirt's uneven. Your stirrup bars under here, they could be uneven. It's easy to tell with the saddle taken apart, but just by looking like this, we can see there's already some issues with the symmetry. You can see that there's a nail head there, and there's another one here, and they're in different places. They overlap at different areas. So symmetry is an issue. Same again at the back. That's skewed. You can tell the quality of the saddle. If you look at the stitching here, it's pretty ropey. This detailing hasn't been finished off. The piping, it's just been cut. It's a pretty good indicator that it's going to be not great workmanship. So looking at the flocking on here on the panels, you want that to be nice and smooth, and it's not on here. It's bumpy and lumpy and uneven. You can see how the light's reflecting off it. I can get about a finger's depth in there. So all that, even once it's bedded in, it's going to cause pressure points on our horse if it doesn't have good contact the whole way down the panels. Also I can see quite clearly that the gullet narrows as we go up. So here I'm getting about 5 fingers there, 4, and then 2.5 at the back. Now, I don't know about you, but most horses don't narrow at the back. That's an old way of designing saddles. Your horse has got some ligaments that run along his spine. Some of them can be up to 5 fingers width, especially on the Arabs. So anything narrower than your horse's ligaments, which is individual to the horse, is going to cause sores. It's going to rub. It's like rubbing on your knuckle every day. Imagine every time you ride, an hour or two of that is going to cause pain. So there's that. Then looking under here, one thing I did find when I was having a glance over it was that underneath here, looking to see whether it's tricky to look to see, but looking at the billets to see if they were in the right place and whether they were over or under the tree. On this, the webbing is complete, so all 3 of these, which will gaff attached to, are connected to one piece of webbing, which is unusual. On a decent saddle, you'd expect this back one to have its own webbing, so that if one snaps, you've got the other one. That's the point. It's a safety feature. So on this, if one snaps, you're going to lose your saddle and come off your horse. Now what I did find when I was having a little route round under there was this. So these are tacks. They're used commonly in saddle making. They're used to hold the saddle together. And this one I found right about underneath here, and it was in this direction, further up, and it was positioned right under this panel here. Now if you look at the depth of this, you can see, sorry about the rubbish filming, so that tack, now I can squeeze that panel to about 1 inch in depth. So imagine 100, 200 pounds worth of pressure on there at points. If that drove down into your horse's back, it's not going to be nice. It's going to cause pain for your horse. And yeah, that could be really dangerous. So, and that's quite common if you've got a saddle which is poorly made on the outside. So poor stitching, attention to detail, asymmetry. It's likely that there are going to be some more serious issues going on underneath, so where you can't see. I mean, I haven't taken this apart, but already I found two. Those two. They're quite big. You know, it's quite a serious problem. Certainly wouldn't put this on my horse. So, yeah, be aware. New or second hand, you find something that's good quality and it's going to fit your horse, and be safe to ride in, comfortable for you and your horse. So there's just a few things to look for. Okay.